All right, everyone, this is your Pythagorean theorem extra practice. Just remember, the formula that we are using for this unit is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, okay? And what they want us to do in the beginning here is figure out if the lengths that they gave us for these triangles form a right triangle, meaning that these would be 90 degrees. Okay, so if we were to label, your C is across from your 90, and your A and your B are next to it. Okay, so for number 1, we should have 6 squared plus 8 squared equals 9 squared. And for number 2, we should have 5 squared plus 12 squared equals 13 squared. Let me grab my calculator. Okay, so 6 squared is 36. 8 squared is 64. And 9 squared is 81. Well, 36 and 84 make 100, which certainly does not equal 81. So that is not a right triangle. Number 2, 5 squared is 25. 12 squared is 144. And 13 squared is 169. Well, 25 plus 144 makes 169. So what do you know? This is a right triangle. Okay. For the remainder of these questions, okay, you're going to plug into the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so we're going to use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Remember, a and b touch the 90 degree. C is across from the 90 degree. So in this example, A and B are touching our 90 degree, and C is the one we're looking for. So 4 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared. 4 squared is 16, 8 squared is 64. 16 and 64 makes 80, which equals C squared. In order to undo C squared, you have to take the square root, and the square root of 80 is roughly 8.94. Okay, for this example again, 6 and 3 are both touching, so this is A and B, so 6 squared, plus 3 squared equals C squared, because again, we do not have C. 6 squared is 36, 3 squared is 9, and 36 plus 9 makes 45. Take the square root, and C equals the square root of 45 is about 6.70. Again, we have A and B here, and A and B here. More A and B, A and B. Again, more A and B, A and B. We're looking for C in all of these examples so far. Now we have a C, and we're looking for A. Same thing here, we're looking for A. Okay. A, B, C, A, B, C. Okay, so let me show you a few more examples. I'll let you complete the rest on your own. So here we have A and B, so 7 squared plus 10 squared equals C squared. And in this one, 3 squared plus 7 squared equals C squared. Here we have 2 squared plus 7 squared equals C squared. And again, 2 squared plus 6 squared equals C squared. This one we have 5 squared plus 2 squared equals c squared. 3 squared plus 10 squared equals c squared. And this time we're looking for a. So we have a squared plus 3.6 squared equals 7.4 squared. Same thing here. We're looking for a plus 3.9 squared equals 11 squared. Okay, here we have 6.5 squared plus b squared equals 9.9 squared. Here's a squared plus 9.7 squared equals 13.3 squared. And in your last section, we have 9.2 squared plus 5.2 squared equals c squared. And 6.5 squared plus 2.7 squared equals c squared. All right, so let's go back now that they're all set up. 7 squared is 49. 10 squared is 100. We get 149 equals c squared, and the square root of 149 is 12.2. 3 squared is 9, 7 squared is 49. 49 plus 7 makes 58. And the square root of 58 is 7.61. Here 2 squared is 4, 7 squared is 49. 49 and 4 makes 53. And the square root of 53 is 7.28. 2 squared is 4, 6 squared is 36. 4 and 36 add up to 40. And the square root of 40 is 6.32. 5 squared is 25, 2 squared is 4, which makes 29. And the square root of 29 is 5.38. 3 squared is 9, 10 squared is 100, which makes 109. And the square root of 109 is 10.44. All right, now we're looking for a, so a squared has to stay. 3.6 squared is 12.96. 7.4 squared is 54.76. Subtract 12.96 on both sides. And a squared equals 41.8. And the square root of 41.8 is 6.46. All right, again, looking for a squared. 3.9 squared is 15.21. 11 squared is 121. And you're going to subtract 15.21 on both sides. A squared equals 121 minus 15.21, which is 105.79. Take the square root of both sides, and A equals 10.28. All right, here we got 6.5 squared is 42.25 plus b squared, and 9.9 squared is 98.01. Subtract 42.25 on both sides, and b squared equals 55.76. The square root of 55.76 is 7.46. Okay, last one I'm going to do with you. I'm saving the last two that you could do on your own. 9.7 squared is 94.09. 13.3 squared is 176.89. Minus 94.09 on both sides. And a squared equals 82.8. And the square root of 82.8 is our answer, which comes out to be 9.09. Okay, please solve these last two on your own, and don't forget to submit. Thanks for watching.